Hi guys, I can see two people are here. That's good. Welcome to the live. And I think on this live today, I think we can actually invite people, right? So I will see what we can do about that. Three people are here. Thank you for coming. Please, as you come into the live, please like it. Hi, Simon. Good evening. Happy Easter, sir. How are you, sir? Long time. Oh, is it because I've not been on the Portugal group? So you didn't see me. Ajanovo Consult. Welcome, Vex. Happy Easter, sir. Welcome. Hi, Simon. Uh, is it Simon that calls me Dr. Japs? I can't remember who called me that. Hi, everybody. Please, if you enter this chat, please say hi, okay? And when we are like 20, or 15, we can start the chat. But please, as you're coming in, please do like our chat, okay? Please do like it. We need likes, right? Please. I think people can request to join. I think YouTube just did a thing. So people can actually request to join. So guys, please make sure that you request to join. Hello, I think somebody just joined us, but I don't know. I don't think the person knows how to use it yet. Guys, somebody joined us and I don't think they know how to use it yet. So can you just leave and let somebody else join, please? So, hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about the rest of your applications. Good evening, happy Easter. I have not been able to make videos. You know what we've been going through on the group, right? But I think it's time for us to talk about stuff. A lot of things are happening. And guys, you can actually request to join as a guest. So if you want to request to join as a guest, there is a way to do it. Somebody was able to do it just now, but I have not been able to show you guys how to do it. So we have more people already. You can start sending in your questions, please. Start sending in your questions. Let's start with the questions first. Please please like the video, please. I think you can tap on the screen to like it. So please let's like the channel first, please. Hello, Ayomide. Ayomide wants to be added to this stream, but he went away. So you guys can actually add yourselves to be guests now. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to see if I can invite people from the WhatsApp because I don't think everybody knows that it can be here today. So let's see. So today I am actually going to talk about some of your applications and some issues that we've been seeing, both both school applications and visa applications, things that has been happening on the group that requires us to talk about it. Okay, so I don't know if Ajanova Consult can join us today as a guest, but that would be fabulous. Actually, that would be nice. That would be nice. So please, guys, let's join the group and ask questions. Some people are already in visa processing and they are lost. It's time for you to ask your questions. So please come in and ask questions before I even say anything at all. Before I say anything at all. Let me send a voice note to the group. Hi guys, we are live on YouTube. So if you want to join us, please do join us. YouTube allows people to have guests now. I guess it's because we reached 1,000. So now we can have guests, right? So please come over. This was the time that I planned it yesterday, so 11 o'clock. So please do join us. All right, we only have 3 people, but this video is still going to be made. I don't care how many people we have. So today, what I really wanted to talk about was I saw a lot of issues with many applications. Some applications were rejected because of motivation letter and HND. With HND people, and also CV, general CV. So I just feel like we should talk about that first before we go ahead. So this video is going to be about how to write your motivation letter, and also how, because third phase is coming, right? It's almost third phase, and some will open in June. Some are currently open till May 15th. So I think people are having a lot of issues, despite the fact that we have templates on the group, and we also have, you can seek professional help with it. But I think I am still not happy with the CVs that I am seeing. And even though I have not been in Nigeria in 9 years, I have heard that you guys have been told to stop putting primary school and secondary school on your CV. And I'm still seeing primary school and secondary school on CVs. I don't think that is right at all. So I think if people cannot join the live, they can always, watch it later. So this is fine. So CVs are very easy. Academic CV is just a little bit of work. So for example, your normal CV for your professional job is a little bit slightly different from your academic CV. And you already know that some of the business schools, especially Nova IMS, in some of the courses, they would specifically say that the most mandatory document is your CV. So how are you going to convince an admission crew with just your CV without seeing your score? That's because you can have your scores on your CV, like your CGPA can be on your CV, right? And also, you can have your former um you can have your former degree, all your last degrees, every certificate that you have, you can also have it on the CV. Hi, welcome. Look, guys, we can be guests on YouTube now. So if you're not ready to show your face on YouTube, don't click on the guest option, because this is going to be posted. Okay. So somebody is here, TMJ. Hello, do you have any question?
Yeah,
Hello, I can see your face.
okay,
Hello.
hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. Do you know you're
Hello,
on
good
YouTube?
evening.
Good evening.
I know, but I don't know I'm joined live. I don't know I'm live.
Yeah, you
But
don't
can
have
I
to
ask
show your,
a
it's not,
question?
you can ask your questions, and you don't have to show your face, okay? So because it's going to be on
Okay,
YouTube,
please,
so it's okay. Mm-hmm.
okay. Please, I want you to talk about visa application.
Okay.
The documents and additional or extra documents that we will have to add while
Okay.
applying for visas, and the ones not stated on the website that you think is necessary one add
Okay.
when applying
So
for visa.
when applying for visa. So on the ones on the website, on the VFS website, is the best and your best option. Okay. The other ones are just ESA. You know, when they say, oh, you can add this, oh, you can add this. Because the ones on the VFS website is actually complete. Like, for example, there is police character, right? You can get your police character. Then there is travel health insurance. The best way to get your travel health insurance, I'm not advertising for them, but the ones that I used was AXA Mansard.
Okay.
So AXA Mansard was the one I used. I used the 365 days because it's like it had an age limit. Can you please mute your mic so we can hear other people? Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yes. So it has like a
Yes.
365 days thing that I
Let me
did.
to mute it.
And I think that year I did it for around 28,000, I remember, because even though I was not in Nigeria, I had to use insurance from Nigeria. The other country would not give me insurance. So I had to use insurance from Nigeria, and I contacted an AXA Mansard staff that they recommended to me, and I paid the person money. They gave me my insurance. It was 365 days insurance. And that was what I used to apply for my for my visa. So insurance, you can reach out to Mansard and talk to the staff. Make sure that you talk to somebody on the phone, or if you know somebody by leg or your neighbor or something like that, and talk to them that this is what you want to use it to do. And it has to be like the 365 days one, so that it covers till you get your insurance here. Do you understand? And also your flight itinerary booking. So you need to be able to book a flight that is cancelable, that you can cancel. So there is I'm sure there are, I don't know if there are airlines, but airline companies that can allow you to do that. So you have to book a ticket that, I'm not saying that you need to cancel it, but what if you need to change your date? So you might need to be able to cancel that. Okay, there are airlines like that that will allow you to book that kind of ticket, but it's a one-way ticket that shows that you are going or leaving the country in September. So you need to add that to your application list. If you have more questions about that, please ask it after this video, ask it on the group. Then there is your admission letter from your school. If you got admitted, your school will give you an admission letter or an acceptance letter. So some people, for example, I know that a department in University of Porto, they will ask them to fill a questionnaire first. So if they fill a questionnaire first, then after the questionnaire has been filled, then I think they will send them something. I think, because I'm following somebody's progress, and this person is giving me updates on their application while doing it themselves. So I think that's what I've seen. But in my own case, I got my acceptance letter and I got my admission letter or acceptance letter. So that was what I used. Then sponsor statement of account. So if you're using sponsor, the statement of account of your sponsor is very, very important. So it needs to be like, we have already said how many months it needs to be. Everybody on the group knows that one. Then this new thing that is popping up is that you need to show your relationship with your sponsor. The person that asked the question, I don't know if the person is on the chat right now. So maybe they will watch this video later, because I don't think I will have time to explain it in the group. You need to have a close relationship, a believable relationship with your sponsor. Because you can't just say one random uncle sponsored you. Which random uncle gives money anyhow? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Like, which random uncle gives money anyhow? And the embassy is now asking that you need to provide a termo de responsabilidad. It's a document someone in Portugal signs to take financial responsibility for you during your stay. So it's either you get that or you confirm accommodation or support. So that's what that thing means. But the embassy now wants a proof that you are a family, a parent, a sibling, a cousin, or you have genuine friendship or relationship, not fake, not arranged, with the person sponsoring you. So how do you prove that your uncle is your uncle? This one, I've done it before, because the first country that I went to, I had to use a sibling sponsorship. And we had to take birth certificates, because birth certificates shows our father's name, right? So that is a proof. So if the person is your uncle, it's okay. If you're a guest, you can I'm going to tap you out, but please still listen so that the video is a bit bigger, okay? So if your uncle is sponsoring you, your uncle is your mommy's sister, or sorry, your mommy's brother, right? Older brother. So you get your mom's certificate, birth certificate, your uncle's birth certificate. It will show that they share a father or a mother. Because Nigeria, we have step siblings, right? It will show that they share at least one parent. And that one parent is your family. So that birth certificate will be will be your proof. Murtala, Habib, I'm seeing you, but let me answer this question. We're still working on the question, so I'm going to add you as a guest later. So you can have family photos. All of you that take photos with your uncle when you were small, or you took it at a wedding, or your own wedding, that your uncle was beside you. That is a good one. Or your pictures over time that you've been taking with this particular sibling. So go and dust your family album. Because if the embassy is insisting now to see that, then they really want to see proof. So also letters that they've written to you before, messages, your WhatsApp messages. Uncle, please help me. Oh, I love you, my dear niece. I love you, my dear nephew. This is any legal document that can prove relationship. And I think the most legal document is your birth certificate. Christabel, I see you. I'm going to, please, you can add me later. I'm still dealing with some stuff. Somebody asked a question: what if the mother or the father is late? There is death certificate. I don't think you guys have heard it before. My mother has one. There is death certificate. They give it at the hospital. So the death certificate shows the name of the deceased and the person who born the deceased. So there is something like that. If you've not heard it before, there is death certificate or the person's birth certificate. Right? So there is a whole way around it. We can talk more about this in the group. You know, this is a Nigerian thing, so we need to discuss it in closed doors, right? Then, Frank, I see you. I'm going to add you later. Please give me a moment. Please give me a moment. So I think I'm going to be adding everybody now to have a lot of people on the show, right? So I think that's what I'll do. Then if it's a friend, screenshot of chats or call logs. If you can do that, I don't know if MTN will release that, show history, recent history, like things that you think they are not documentation, they're actually documentation. That's why we are always very careful on the group, right? Anytime I tell you on the group that you should not screenshot people's name, because these things are evidence. So you can't just screenshot people's name anyhow, right? So photos together with your friend. Please, we are on YouTube. Hello. If you don't want your picture shown, you can actually switch off your camera. But if you want your picture to be shown, remember that this video is going to go everywhere. So I'm seeking your permission. So if I invite you as a guest and you don't want your camera turned on, please let me know. All right. So if you are trying to prove a friend, photos together. All of you that like to take Instagram photos with your friend, all of you that don't like to take picture, this is where Wala will come now. Because I know all of you. I don't like taking pictures. I hate social media. Oh my goodness. That is me looking at you now. Because if you take social media picture, you're always going to trip. You went wedding together, you're posting. How do you think interracial couples, why they always make channels most times? Because that's another way to prove that they are close, that they are doing things together, even if it's long distance relationship. I'm not an embassy expert, but out of experience, that's what I'm telling you. Now, show flight bookings together, show visits together. Some of you are flown to see your friend. Some of you have bought bus ticket. God is good to go and see your friend. Some of you have sent letters together. Some of you started taking pictures from secondary school. Go and find all those old pictures on Facebook. At least I joined Facebook in 2008. So that's one of the oldest, right? And also emails, social media, interactions, something to show bond. If you have a business with your friend, yes, joint projects, schoolwork, connections. So those are the ways for you to show bond. I think I've answered that question for the person that asked it in the group. They can come and check it here later. So that is number one. Then we were discussing things to bring from the embassy, right? Things to bring to the embassy. So I was looking at that list when I saw. So your university degree, the one that they legalized, your university transcript, the one that was legalized, photocopy of your international passport. Take at least 3 copies with you, because you don't want to hear bati. Me, when I was going, I made copies. I always make copies, because when you get to VFS, sometimes they will do it anyhow. So I always make copies. So make copies from home for you to go and make it big money in the visa office. So always make copies. Then passport photograph, take one with you or 2, in case that one will fall down and your village people will catch you. So take 2 with you. Letter of intent of study. The reason why you want to go and study there. Write it. I got this list for somebody that got a visa a few weeks ago. Then Visa application form, you download it on VFS website. You can choose VFS Lagos or VFS Abuja. Then you fill it. That filling, before you fill it, make copies. So that in case you miss one pen biro and you want to do like this, you will have another one to fill. Then other supporting documents, like any other thing that you have, for example, marriage certificate, people applying together. If you have any other supporting document like statement of account from another person, statement of account from your mother, so just add it. Then the visa fee. Then the visa fee. So those are the main requirements. I don't think there's any other adjuster. Take birth certificate of your children if you are going with kids. Take marriage certificate of your husband. So I think I've answered that question. So somebody is trying to join, is the first person I am seeing. So people can try to join now. Let's see if we can add more people, okay? This is my first time using YouTube guests, so I also don't know what I'm doing with it. We have somebody here. Do you have any question? Hi, good evening.
Obvio.
Hello, good evening. I don't think many people even know they're on YouTube already. Hi, good evening, ma'am. Hello. Hi, do you have any
Hi.
question?
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
do.
give it to us.
Okay, please, I want to ask, is it possible to apply for yourself and your children at the same time?
I have heard it is possible. I have heard it is possible. Are you on the WhatsApp
Okay.
group?
Yes, I am on the WhatsApp
Okay,
group.
so ask this question again, please. Make sure you ask this question and tag me so that I will see it and be able to tag other people to see if they can help. Because that was not my
Okay.
situation. So I don't like, choking out in what I did not really practice. So
Okay.
please ask that question in the group. I have seen people coming with their spouse and children. I've seen somebody coming with their spouse and children, and I know it is possible. So please ask the question again in the group so that we can, find other people to answer this question. Okay. So that's one. Then, have I
Thank
answered
you
your
so
question?
very much.
You're welcome. Any other person want to join? So let me look. Oh, okay. Everybody is waiting. Let me read some messages in the chat. Okay. So Frank said hi. Hi, Frank. Then there is Aguola Ayomide. Don't forget the CVs you were talking about for IMS. So hi Ayomide. Ayomide, there is a template on our blog. There is a template that you can actually use. You can look at the template. I know you can do this. You went to school. It's very easy. I made it very easy. And also, if you don't know your way from there is a template, a Word doc template that I made that you have to buy for 8,500 naira. Because I had to make it because I feel like people can use the free option, but sometimes people don't still want to use the free option. Nigeria, we don't like it free. We're very rich, right? So if you're still having issues with that, then you can download the template, but I will explain it on this call, how to use it. Even though I don't have, I think I can share my screen or flip the camera so you people can see it. So can you bring me up, please? Yes, Frank, can you please, let's see if we can add you. Can you try to add yourself? Let me see if I can add. I don't know how to add people. Oh, no. It's not like, Georgina, please, I added you, but I already added you once. Please, let me add somebody else. Frank, can you try again? Please, I don't see any likes, so maybe we should not bring anybody up again because I don't see any likes. I'm not seeing any likes. At that like, I don't see anything. So maybe I should not bring anybody up again. I'm not seeing likes. 12 people are here. We only have 5 likes. Why? I know you don't like my glasses, but my glasses is fine. Shoton. So please give me likes. I beg you in the name of God. See likes now. Red is my favorite color. Good. Please give us likes and love. Frank, please try again to join. Try again to join. There is somebody called Tandilu for MSA programs that are 3 semesters. is the visa period the same as for with first semester, or it doesn't matter? What do you mean by visa period? Do you mean the permit period or the visa period? Because the visa that everybody applies for, I think, for study is called the D4 visa. So the D4 visa gives you 120 days. So when you enter, from when you can enter, because there's an entry date. So that entry date, once you enter the entry date, you have 120 days to switch to your permits, which is possible. So please clarify, Tandy. Please clarify if you mean the permit that makes you stay in Portugal or the visa that brings you to Portugal. Please let me know. Frank, I have already added you. Hi. Hi, Frank. Hello. We can see you. Yeah. Hello. Good evening. Hello, we can hear
Hello,
you. Hi,
my
Frank.
name is Frank. Um, actually, I
Yeah, I can hear you.
all right. So if you can hear me, I said I had a BSc in quantity surveying in my undergraduate
Mm-hmm.
studies, right? 6 years of work experience in transport-related field,
Okay.
transport safety.
Okay.
Yeah, but now I want to find out: is it possible for me to apply for an MSc
Okay. Okay.
surveying route, which I have in my BSc? Because one or two persons have said if I
Mm,
need to
mm.
clarify that, please.
It's a
Thank
very,
you.
very dicey question. And I don't think I'm an expert, but I can give a few tips. Okay. So you study quantity surveying, perfect course. Although they don't have a lot of, I don't think I've seen any quantity survey course as a course, but because you have 6 years in transport, right? It is not necessary from what we've seen
Uh,
on the group. From what we've seen on the group,
I am.
it
I'm
is
on the
not.
group.
Yes, from what we've seen on the group, some people have gotten admission based on their occupation, not their course. For example,
Yeah.
I am one of the experiences because I studied history of Nigeria, history of Africa. But I am in Faculty of Science and Technology. Don't ask me how I got there. It's probably because of my motivation letter and my experience. Because when I was teaching with ICT. I was teaching history with ICT. So in my school, there is a Department of Applied Social Sciences that has a technology course for humanities. So that's how I landed there. So it's not all the time about what you studied. When I think what no, do you know what you can do? I can remove you and you can listen. It reduces the use of data. Do you understand? Do you understand? So I've removed Frank because it will reduce his use of data. So that's why he's no longer on the call. Now, he studied quantity survey and he's had experience in transport, like transport world. So I think it's best that he focus on looking at transport operations. I've seen a course before. It's in Instituto Superior Educação Ciência. It is the school is called Isaac Liswa. I've seen a course like that. It's called let me see. There's something called air transport operations. There is something called occupational safety engineering. So it depends on how you write your stuff, how you write your motivation letter to see if they can, take you. And you could write a cold email first to the course coordinator of these courses and ask them, this is your background, this is your professional life. Is it possible to merge it into this program? I know that the civil engineering program in Portugal always has like a transport part because it's divided into three. I think it has structure and something, then there is transport, then there is something. But what I don't know is if you have enough courses in your BSc to fit into the civil engineering route. We're not taking anybody yet, because I need to answer all of these questions first. And I need to answer the questions in the group. So there is a master's degree in air transport operations. So there's a real course like that. So you need to, it's for people with experience in aviation. So I don't know the transport sector that you have. So there is a course like that, and it's 2 years. There is also maritime logistics. I don't know if it's related to transport. I don't know the type of, and it's in English. Maritime logistic. And the second phase is open for June. It's a Nova course. And it deals with people that are into management of transportation, distribution, storage operations, goods, and sea. So it's a perfect course for you. Let's talk more about it on the group, please. Please ask me this question again on the group. And I think there's so many schools that has that course, something related to that. So it now depends on how you write this thing. For example, technical University of Lisbon has it. It's called transportation systems. That's what they call it. So the it's targeted at those people that did engineering, mathematics, physics, social sciences, such as economy, management, geography, sociology, and public policy. So you fit in perfectly into technical. So I see you in technical. I can see you with my pink glasses. You fit into technical, even more than that. And the course is called transport systems. So let's talk more about that, Frank. You can text me, please. Text me on the group and tag me. Tandy, the permit to stay for study. So the thing is, if you have a 3-semester course, it's probably because you applied for a PGD. Probably. Go and check again. You probably applied for a postgraduate course. That's why you have a 3-semester course. Yes, you will get the first permit, of course. Don't worry about that. So far, they gave you visa. You have to go to the IMA, you apply for your permit, then you see it from there. Take a step, one step at a time, Mandy. Don't rush. You will get the permit, it will cover you for your stay. I don't know anything else after, because I haven't actually really met people that are doing PGD. But take one step at a time. Get your visa, come in, get your IMA, do your IMA, get your permit. Then you move from there. Okay? So don't stress yourself. There is Jackie. Hey, sis Jackie, I know you from the group. In fact, I can almost recognize you now. You're saying if you're applying together with family, will you download VFS forms for everyone, or you fill yours and include them? Miss Jackie, we're going to take your question to the group. I always say that since I didn't come with family, I don't know about this, but I can always find out. So if there is anybody in this live that knows the answer, please try to join the group as a guest so that you can help us answer that question. Frank, network didn't let me hear you properly. Perhaps I can reach you on WhatsApp. Of course, please tag me on the group so I know it's you. Definitely. Mine is road transport. Yeah, road transport. Just tag me and let's see. And yes, Ajanovo has answered Jackie. Each family member must fill a form individually to apply. Yes, that's correct. I believe what it says. Can I apply for a master's with PGD from Nigeria? To apply for master's, you need bachelor's degree. I know somebody that had MBA, and I don't think it mattered. So I don't know if PGD is going to matter. Maybe Ajanovo can help us answer this question. I don't know. I'm not very sure it will. Okay. And Agbola Yomide is back. For sponsor who are not related by blood and he paid the person tuition fees during undergraduate in Nigeria, can one prove the bond? if you paid your tuition fee from undergraduate in Nigeria, you paid through a bank teller, right? Or a bank receipt. I think you will need to trace it back in the bank so that it will show his name paying your tuition or giving you the money, or if there is a message to prove that he gave you the money. Or maybe it will be like he's giving you scholarship. Because before he can be sponsoring you, he has to be somebody that is loaded bar. So maybe he has a company that gives scholarship and they say, oh, this child is bright future, shining like a bright star. And we want to sponsor the person. So I think you can. Yes, thank you, Veronica and Karima. Yes, my favorite color is pink. Yes, thank you. So anybody that wants to join the group, now it's time for you to join the group before I get into how to use the template for the CV. So anybody that wants to join, please, you can join now. There will be a button, a plus human button down your screen. I think that's what you see. Then you can join. Please, I'm not seeing this red like things. Oh. How can we have 20 people here and there's only 13 likes? I don't like what you are doing to me. Oh. I don't like it at all. Maybe I should remove my glasses. Maybe you're not seeing my red eyes. Are you seeing it now? You see my red eyes? Please help us like it. Hi, Habib. Habib is joining us. Habib, let me tell you something. Habib is my number one fan, guys. Nobody should fight him at all. He's number one. Hi, Habib. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your question?
Um, just wanted to ask about the visa application process, about how to go about the proof of is it that the proof of business, or like is
Proof
the
of employment.
yes, yeah, proof of employment.
How did you? So this is going to be a private question. I think Mr. Ajanovo will see to this your question in the comments. So watch out. So
Okay.
how can he prove proof of when you move on to turn enemy? How can he prove of employment? Because what you told me that you sold something. Yeah, I don't want to give private details on here, right?
Okay. Okay.
So I think
Yes.
you should have a receipt of your sale, right? And if
Okay.
you have a registered company and you do a legit company, add your CAC.
Okay. I
Because
have that.
the first time I left for abroad, the person that sponsored me added the CAC
Okay.
to the list after I've gotten his birth certificate. So that it shows that this person actually has money and he runs a company.
Okay.
So watch out in the comments. Maybe
Okay.
our angel for today, Mr. Janovo Consult, is an
Okay.
expert in this, can help you answer your question, okay?
Oh. Okay.
And
Thank you.
yes. So is
Thank you.
third class accepted? Yes, they've answered that question. They said, of course, we can combine your PGD with your BSc to apply for master's. Is an added advantage. If he says that, then he probably knows what he's saying because he's an expert in this. I am just thinking with my PhD head. Don't mind me. It can be very big sometimes. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes. So you can add it, but you still need to convince people. Convince on your CV, convince on your motivation, because we've seen cases where Nova IMS, marketing clinic on CRM, they only want CV. I have not seen a school like that before. They said it there. CV is the only mandatory something in this discussion. So just know that sometimes it's not all about grades. They look at other things. It's not like Nigeria that they will just castrate you and finish you. I remember very well, this is a personal story. I remember that when I did my West, when I was trying to get into Canada, go to Canadian schools. So when I did my West course by course evaluation, that actually believed me I smart in this world. It was then that I believed that I can do all things. Because when West returned my evaluation, I did so well. All the C in OAU, that knockhead school, all the C there turned to B plus, I be almost A. My result was looking blazing. If I could present that one instead of the one from OAU, I'll present the West one instead of the OAU one. Okay? Canada said I'm brilliant. What do you people mean? So it's not all about. I don't think it's all about grades, because from what we've seen, especially because University of Algarve gave us what it was all about, and we discussed it in the group. It's always different things that everybody wants. So that I would say. Ayomide has some. Abib, are you done so that we can free
Yes,
the
yes,
space
I'm
for other
done.
people?
Yes, I'm done. I'm
Okay,
done.
good.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you. So some people wanted to join. Please do join. We're still here. Well done, ma'am. Thank you. Miss Arewolo, thank you. I knew I see you on TikTok. Let's not say girls code. I see you on TikTok. But hi. Happy Easter. Okay, I'm looking at Kemi Babala. Please, how can I join the WhatsApp platform? Kemi, please go to one of my videos, my normal videos. Go to the description. You're going to see a link. When you click on that link, scroll down. You click on WhatsApp. Or bounce on heaven. You just bounce into Igbega. They have leveled you up. Bounce inside, and it's very free. So you can get in. You can join the group like that. Somebody said my workplace just sent an email of me joining the company as an aggregator after my onboarding. There was no letter of where they put amount to earn. And you just started working, right? There's no pay slip or something. And what about your previous work where they were paying, show your salary? Or is somebody sponsoring you? If somebody is sponsoring you, please use that person's details. Don't try to shoot yourself in the leg. Don't try to be smart more than admission people, application agents, consular. So let's know, are you sponsoring yourself, or somebody is sponsoring you, or you have your old salary slip? I know Nigeria, I don't think they give slip, but they pay it will be showing that Dr. Eniola's company paid you every month to show. So you can try to use that. I've worked for a year and a half. Yes, they paid your salary. There's a particular account that keeps paying your salary, right? So you can print the statement out, use yellow pen to highlight it for consular. That this is how I'm getting my money and I'm saving. Then if it's now too much, you can tell them maybe your sister gave you, maybe your brother gave you money. They did not say nobody should not give anybody money. It's gifts, right? So there are good ways around it. I think I will need to have money in my account too. Yes, you can move some money to your account and show your savings. That is correct. And oh yeah, so on the third class information, our experts here said third class is tough though, but it's not impossible. I believe in. It would be nice if you have a good professional experience related to the chosen course of study. I believe him. You guys should believe him, and he's correct. Please, let's give likes. Let's just give likes for that comment. Please. I want to see likes. You know that red thing? I like pink, but I like red. Let's like. We can't be 19 in this chat, and there is 14 likes. It's not adding up. Please help me. Press it very well. You are so nice and generous. God bless you. I mean, is this star rice? I've not eaten rice, so there's no rice here in Portugal. Oh, there's rice. Let me know like. Okay. Yes, exactly. You say you can present your pay slip together with your employment letter. Yes. But I've heard that some companies don't give pay slip. I don't know how to do it. But everything gel. And yes, Miss Jumi, my favorite customer in my DM. Do you have any question? Tandy has a question. If someone had a remote job before landing in Portugal to study, how do they go about that? Resign and look for a job in Portugal, or just please continue with your. If I hear that you resigned, if I will fly to your house and put you in my nose for 2 months. You'll be in my nose. Please do not resign your job. You can work remotely. You're a good girl, but just pay your tax, okay? That's all. for the purpose of better roads and good benefits. Please pay your tax when you get here. But don't quit that job. Continue to do that job, please. If I hear that you quit, if I does not know that you went to Portugal for the first 2 months, please. I'm begging you. All right. So Tandy, it's a good thing that you have your job. Please keep your job. You have a special one right there. Mama, is there hope for HND holder with lower credit? See, our expert has said it. He said lower credit and third class, I think they are almost the same. A third class is in university, and the lower credit is in polytechnic. You need to write and convince. Mama, we always say this. We always talk about it in the DM. It's like maybe when you hear it from Ajanovo Consult, maybe you will believe him. Because it's like you don't believe me. Maybe I'm too short and small. Now that you don't believe me, you need to convince them. And you need to stay on course. You cannot have experience in nursing and study nursing and go and apply for, I don't even know which course to equate it now. I don't know. Andy, you don't know what those people are using my eyes to see in the group. It's only comedy I can use to overcome it. You don't know. There is hope. Miss Eunice, there is hope for everybody in this world. Don't give up. But you know what to do. You know what we have talked about for the last 2 weeks in my DM. Maybe if you don't believe me, go and ask Mr. Ajanovo. He's ready for you. I'll give you his number before, right? Go and meet him. He's expert, professor of getting people to be straight and enter unique places. All right? I'm not seeing any like button. Please, where did you people keep my like? Habib, where did you keep my like button? I think you took it away from me. Who is stealing my like buttons? Guys, I think it's up. Is that finger just like this? I don't know where it is because I'm not seeing what you people are seeing unless I join the live with another phone. Maybe I should do that. Give me a minute. So maybe I know where to find it. But anywho, no, Nigeria is please, non-Nigerians in this group, please block your ears. Nigeria is a make-believe country, or long. Look at this gentleman. He has been working for 1.5 years. They just drop certain amounts in his account. No pay slip, no law. Nigeria is make-believe. I'm sorry to say, President, no, remember you. Am I even allowed to say it on Beyonce channel? Okay, I'm not. But I will say it for the people at the back. Anyway, so let's talk about CVs actually. Let's talk about CVs. I'm really interested in that. Let me find one. That's the first thing we'll do. I'm going to find a CV template, the one I made, and we will see it from there. Okay. So if you have questions, please keep asking. There are people in the comments that will help. And if you need more professional help, if you don't like my glasses, you can go to Mr. Janovo. He will help you. Okay. So let's see. I need to check. Give me a minute. But please ask you can join the chat if you want. If you want us to see your beautiful faces, you can also join. Okay, so I'm almost showing it. Like button, click the 3 dots on the Miss Jackie, God bless you. The way your dad will send you money this month, you'll be seeing money everywhere, you know. So guys, I'm going to try to flip my camera so that we can see my screen. Let's see. So please let me know if you can see it. I just want to show people what it looks like, not because it's already there. It's always there. So if you can see my screen, Brad Michael, hi, good evening. Please, can one student and two dependent apply for visa together from different location countries, or must submit the passport together for visa processing as they all want to move together? This question is very hard for me, but I think Mr. Ajanovo will see it and might be able to help you. So please just wait a little bit. Please just wait a little bit. Let's talk about the CV. So usually you should start with your academics. So I made this CV for people in using HND for them. But I know that you can change all of this to whatever you think it's your school or your own preference. So I believe that it is important to show this, your grade. If you have like this thing, you can explain it here. It's optional. But please, when you get this template, always delete everything you don't need. Don't leave it behind. That's not how to use templates. Then if you want to put graduation date, you wipe it off like this and type 2023. Then you use tab. There's something on the keyboard that is called tab. You press it and it moves to the side. So if you don't need things that are here, you delete it. And I also gave explanation. I gave you explanation of what academic project is. When you have read this and it has clicked in your brain, you delete this. You must delete it. Then you start with final year project. Everybody had a final year. Please forget Europass CV. It's only Gavi that asks for Europass CV, and everybody is going to make Europass. Bye. Europass going is tired of you people. Europass has a template that you can use. Mr. Ajanovo is in the chat. Please, you can DM me if you need his contact. You can DM me. He's in the comment, but you can DM me if you need his contact. Okay, you see, it's giving you cool stuff. So let's continue with the CV. If you need his contact, just send me a DM, okay? I'll send you his contact. And so there is final year project. You explain what this is. Then if you've written a conference paper before, you explain it. If you don't write conference paper, just select it and delete it. You can also have a project in your company that you did, a capstone project or something, or for a course that you did, fill yours and put it there. People that did internships, especially HND guys, they always do internships. They did internships between that year, between ND and HND. Did you all forget your internships? Internships are real things. What did you do? Where did you work? Then your academic interests. For example, you're applying for management. What are your academic interests? You go to the department, you look at what they are offering. That should be your interest, my dear. And you list it, give them at least 5. Then you now get to professional experience. So you start with your work, you put the date. You can put Ogun State, Nigeria, or you put Abeokuta, Nigeria, or you put Nairobi, Kenya, because you don't know if this person knows Kenya or not, or they don't even know Accra. So you need to put Accra, Ghana, so they will know that this is where you worked. Then you describe everything. I gave you this, but you can always delete it and put your own description. Is this one that tires people the most? This one, volunteering and leadership. I mean, I don't have any volunteer. That church volunteering you were doing, that your church that you like to be going every Wednesday. Yeah, what they are doing volunteering for youth ministry. They will always do one mental health program, one ICT program, and you volunteered. Don't you remember? All those bank week that they will go to one ranch, they will go and have conference there. You volunteered now to be an usher at a particular conference. It's volunteering. What are your leadership roles? Some of you are small politicians in this group. You add it there if it aligns with your course. Some of you volunteer to be a mechanic at your uncle's mechanic workshop for a few months, volunteering. if it's related to your course. Some of you helped your auntie's shop. In your auntie's shop, you volunteered to be accountant. Abi, you were not accountant, me. If you were a sales girl, it's not sales girl you right now. You like sales representative. 3 months. Everything is packaging, my dears. Then you go to skills. You write academic skills. Then you add normal skills. For example, here, everybody knows Microsoft Office. Some people are good with Excel, some people are good with PowerPoint, Google Workspace. Google Workspace means Chrome, Google itself, all the things on this drive, you know how to use it. Then you add your language. Please don't write any language that you can't make conversations in. Always write English fluent. Sometimes me I put native. What is that they speaking in Liverpool that I cannot speak? English is our official language. Don't shoot yourself with a language that you don't even know. On a good day, I don't put Yoruba in my language. English is my language. Everybody in Nigeria is English. So that is a CV. Some of you are low-key CEOs. Some of you are CEOs. You have that big shop. CEO is CEO. So if it doesn't relate with your course, there is a way to relate with that course. Bankole Muyibat, give me an example, and I will tell you who you are. Give me an example, and I will tell you who you are. So give me an example. Hi, Blessing. Do you want to join the chat? Do you have any question? Please, let's like. There's a like button. They said there is a dot. Somebody told us where the like button is. Please, I'm already getting tired. You are not giving me likes. Likes is my petrol now. Please. There's a way to like. Go to the 3 dots on the top right corner and find like button. Let me pin this message. Please go to the 3 dots and find like message. Okay, I studied aquaculture. First of all, before I fuck up now with my old PhD on the way, let me check aquaculture. Harvesting fish, shellfish, algae. You are in charge of water environment, right? You can say that your church has swimming pool for young learners, and you are always removing the algae from it every time. It's volunteering. No? Nobody will go to your church and go and check if they have algae in their swimming pool, or if they have swimming pool at all. You can say there is a pond where people do baptism in church, and you're the one that is algaing it and removing it. It's volunteering. You don't say you want to go and preach 7 days and 7 nights. Okay? You need to, did it exist? Did you do it? Is it related to your course? No, they're not related to your course. Give me another one. Somebody should give me another one in this skinny, and I will tell you who you are. Try me. Yeah, so you're also fishers of men. Because breeding and rearing. You're breeding and rearing kids now in church. So many things. What do you mean that? Some people go, some of you take mommy water out of somebody. Breeding and rearing aquatic environment. You're doing well. Don't limit yourself. Any questions? Do you have any question on how to add your experiences? Anybody? You can, somebody try to join. I missed it. Somebody try to join. I missed it. Computer engineering and who is this? Stardust 360 TV. You came me. Computer engineering and church. Those people in microphone units, those people in that projector unit. I mean, we don't have projector in your church. Those people that do all those skinny, that wire that they change microphone like this. Is that not your job? Is that not your kidney? Go and learn the keywords. The mic, they move it front like this. They will change it. You focus on password. You focus on somebody sleeping. Is that not finished? What about language instructor? You gather small kids. You taught them. You did online on what are those online websites where you teach language? They have one in Nigeria that people used to teach lesson. They cannot go and ask Preply that Sheikh Karima, did she teach Portuguese? It's not that you know that you taught Portuguese. It's your truth. And you studied that course and you went to teach it. NYC, because everybody did NYC, but I don't see anybody write NYC, anything they did in NYC. Some people see me, I don't be looking like this, man, you sir, you did not, all those youth obey the clarion call. Okay, give me more example. Please, I work for an organization, I have my own company too. So I want to ask, is it okay to combine my pay slips, my personal bank statement, and my company bank statement? Oga, we know you are rich. Stop pressing our neck. Combine it. Stop pressing our neck. Just combine it. Okay? Combine it. You said with immigration. Perfect. Karima, they will need somebody to translate something in immigration. Now you volunteered to translate for one guy, Rodriguez, that came from Sintra and did not understand anything. And you were doing translation for them there. Right? Simon, I think I answered your question. You can combine it because your life is your truth. You work as a businessman and you have a job. It's not a crime. Show them your pay slip. The more money you can show, the more thing they will like. But Mr. Ajanovo can have more opinions about this. Guys, I don't like this too. We only have 23 likes. I'll remove my glasses so I can see the red in my eyes. I think that, in fact, I feel like we should cover the video. Because if we are not, let's cover my eyes. Just join. What's going on, bro? We've been at this for about an hour. What did you miss? Prince Fiat Zigbe. Did I say it well? It's okay to come online and correct me. Please, we're here, we're talking about CVs for application, and we're going to talk about motivation letter in a few minutes. And people have been asking questions. And I noticed that maybe because we are 1,000 followers now, they are letting guests come on the show. So maybe that's it. So if you have any questions, please let me know. So yeah. So for Brad Michael, he thinks that you guys should apply together. Me too, I've not seen this case before. I've not seen it. Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. Because you'll be using different embassies. And you cannot say you want to go and visit your spouse because your spouse has not arrived in that country. You get, we're just trying to think about it together. So it's not really easy to see. You might be the first, so there's nothing God cannot do. But they said it's better if you go together. So you don't have to, except in a country like China, that if you go like this, you are not be allowed to come in again. So you can take a leave at work, about 1 month, to book the appointment together, take a leave at work, go home to Nigeria and apply together, then go back to the country where you're coming from. Just make sure that your permit is still good. So I think that's it. Somebody said for the bank statement, what if it's only my salary that is only paid into it and I send it to like 5 account after that to next month? Is it okay to use the account? It comes into your account and you disburse it. You're a giver of life. We like to share things into different places. So it still comes into your account, right? So it's good. It's good. It shows that you were working. And you people, please, it's not like you are collecting 300,000 or 350,000 naira and you now go and put 41 million for the whole family. Oh. Me, I don't know how you explain that one. No. I don't know. Can my spouse work full-time remotely as a master's student? Of course. And your spouse can even work after he gets his permit, he can work even physically. not only remote. And you can combine the two as the rich people that you people out. You want to come and press our neck in Portugal. We know. So your question, Ene, yes. Can my spouse work full time? Yes, ma'am. And when he gets his permit, he can also work legally. So it's important to work legally. Okay. So remotely, yes. So far, you came in with that visa that says 120 days. You are in legally. While you are processing, there's no way to be making money. Abi. I don't think they will count it as a sin, Sha. I don't think so. So that's it. Please don't forget to thumbs up. Please, you go to the and if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. Okay, we need more followers. We need more watch hour, and that's it. Because that's the only way I can make money legally on this thing. So please, please, if you have not followed, check. Some of you just watch my videos and you get carried away and you don't subscribe. So please check if you have actually subscribed. Hi, Demi. There is a Demi that just joined us. Hi, Demi. How are you today? Hello, you look like my chairman. Hello, do you have any question? Hello. I think people are just experimenting. They don't know they're on YouTube. Oh. Okay, he's giving us real question. This is Algavi, yeah? Algavi, this is Algavi. Hello, can you say something? Okay, I see was on that Gavi admission. Brad Michael, you have a question. One more thing, please. Is it possible to use both sponsor account and husband payslip while applying for visa application? Please note sponsor is not related to either. From the information we got this evening, embassy is asking for relationship. Okay. So I don't know how you're going to prove the relationship. And I just explained how to prove relationships. That was the first thing I said. Maybe you have to watch this video. The first 20 minutes, that's I talked to you guys how to prove relationship. So it is possible to prove relationship by a few things. So you need to prove relationships or maybe a gift certificate. I think banks provide gift certificates. If the person can move the money into your account and they trust you enough, bank can give gift certificates. I think I've heard something like that before. So if they give you gift certificate, you can use that the person gave you the money as a gift. But you also still need to prove that this person is close enough to give you that much money as a gift. Okay. Jumoke is saying, if my husband is putting more money into my account apart from my salary, should I say as self-sponsor or my husband is a sponsor? You can have your husband as a sponsor and yourself as a sponsor. It's more money. So he doesn't have to move everything into your account. Yes, he's moving the money into your account as he's giving you money, upkeep money, still your money. So, but you need to also show that it's your husband also is sponsoring you, something like that. If he has more money in his other account besides the one that he gives you every month. So that is also that. And it's going to show his name when you print out your statement, Mrs. Kinikan, Mr. Kinikan. So I don't think that should be a problem because people give upkeep. 30 million as a gift. Yes, now people have allergy that can do that. You don't know. You don't know. Or you can say it's a loan and you can have a lawyer write something about that it's a loan towards your education. They will write something for you. A lawyer could write something that you promise to pay back like after 10 years. And maybe they do a notary, something to show prove that it's a loan, right? People go to school with loans now. No, in normal world. So I think that might also fly as a proof. Implication of coming with a sin. Okay, I have experience with teen because I taught them a lot. What y'all do? But the thing is that for your teen, it depends on your child. Your child is a good child. The boy will be good or the girl will be good. But as far as we've learned, is that there's a time where you need to go ahead and put them in school. So it's possible that when you come in September or October, it might not, or she might not start school immediately. It depends on the area. Maybe you go to a school and they have space, they will put in. But your teen has to be younger than 18, I think. So maybe like 13, 14, 15, teen. Then you need to learn the language, because your teen will learn Portuguese faster than you, and they will start saying things in the house that you will not understand. Because I've actually met a man learning Portuguese just because of the teen son. So you need to learn Portuguese fast, because once your son knows more than you, number one, as a first generation immigrant, it will stress your child to be the interpreter of the house. It's more work on their head. So you also need to be able to learn, to be able to check homework that is doing his homework, because you also need to be able to have conversation so that your child, you know that maybe your child is not being bullied in school and you don't even know. So you will need to learn the language at some point and be learning it small. Then you also need to prepare your child for the move. Please talk to our children. Don't just carry them and just move them. Talk to them in the evening. This is what you should expect. Have you watched some videos? Do you see what things look like? Do you know this? What do you understand by this our move? We need to talk to our kids, because if you don't talk to them when they come here and they don't experience parent to parent conversation, and their friends in school are talking to parents, and they called him into the office, I'm like, what do you do at home? What if he tells them everything that you would do at home and they send social services? So you need to have that friendly, you are not your child's friend, but there's a way you have conversation with them that will make them to be able to tell you things, because they are moving to a new environment and you will not know what is going on, because you are also busy going to school. So as somebody that has taught teenagers, they always have this moody thing that they do. So please, you also need to start talking to them now. Don't just scream at them. Don't just nag them. So you need to start forming a relationship now that will last for the abroad. Okay. Can you explain more about Brad Michael question? I didn't hear your response. Which of his questions? He has asked two questions. Is it possible to use both sponsor account and husband payslip while applying? Yes, it's possible. That one I answered. But the second question was a bit complicated, because he's talking about if he was in another country and his spouse is in another country, can they apply from different countries? And Mr. Janovo said we have not seen that case yet. So that's the answer, Frank. That's one of those are his questions that I remember. Then Brad Michael again, he said, is it possible to show a copy of husband check from previous employer also while applying? Through the check might be of another country where he resides. Yeah, you can show your pay slip, because the pay slip goes into your savings, right? And you've been sending the money home to the wife. So to prove, but you can't be using previous employer. You need to be currently employed so that they know that you have income. Previous employer, I don't know. I'm not very sure. But I know that if you're currently employed, you can add previous employer plus the new employment and send it. But if it's not in English, you might need to translate it to English or Portuguese. Because if it's in like Vietnamese or Chinese or Dubai or Arabic, you might need to translate it. So those are like official documents, right? So yeah. So do we have more questions? Yeah, I've already explained it. Anybody else want to join? We've already spent 74 minutes. I'm already getting tired because I have not seen any thumbs up. So I don't know what to do. So I'm getting tired. Please, there's a way you can thumbs up. Please go to the three dots and you can thumbs up from there. Let me see if we have questions from here. Post-dated check from previous employer. Is it enough money to cover as your proof of fund? If yes, you can add it to it. They just want you to show proof of how you got the money that you said you have. So if you put it in that plain English, it helps. Your wife says or your husband says you guys have 30 million to go to abroad. How did you make the money? Or how are you currently making the money? That's it. So you get. Also, yeah, you need to present 3 months. So I was just thinking about that. Maybe the employer's check is from last month. So you need to show 3 months. So I'm not very sure. But the check could be part of maybe the explanation of how you got your money. I don't know. But I'm not very sure about all this. Because the truth is that I just use my own savings and I just I just gave it to them. Statement of account. Egba. So from experience and from what I've been hearing, everybody's case is a bit different. So we just need to work about. There's no straight answer to this thing because everybody comes in different colors. It's really hard to say this is what works for Brad and this is what works for Frank. But if your employer gave you a check and it's within 3 months of your application period, so for example, if you are applying in September, your statement of account should look like it's from May, June, July, August. So there's no way that check from February would count. I don't know. It could count as evidence of payment. For example, if they say, how did you get this money? Please provide more evidence. Then you can provide that. Because sometimes the embassy will call you. I remember those days when I used to apply for Schengen, embassy will call me, they need something. I don't know if the embassies in Nigeria are that nice. They will call you if they need more details or more things. So I've experienced that. Can a friend abroad or in Nigeria sponsor me? Yes, a friend can sponsor you, but you need to prove your friendship that it is genuine. Yes, a friend can sponsor you. A check can only be paid 6 months later. Honestly, I'm not part of the generation that use check. I don't know anything about check right now. I am so stupid about checks. So you can come on the show and explain to us what it does and how it actually works. I have never used checks in my life before. I'm part of the generation who missed the check generation. So I don't get checks. I've never gotten checks before. So I don't know if they can be paid 6 months after. So if they can be paid 6 months, just think about it. Don't read a lot of meaning into this. Prove the money you want to use. Oga Consular, I have 30 million. This is how I got it. My friend is giving me. This is how I got it. My wife is giving me. This is how I got it. My father-in-law is giving me and related to my wife. So we are showing birth certificate of my wife and showing the father's name. I have 30 million. I got it from my business. Show them that you have a business. Send a CAC or something. I have a job that can make up. I have been saving for 5 years from that same job. Then show them the 3-month pay slip of that job. Portugal please, you guys stop thinking too much that Portugal is like Canada, that they will be writing long story. Or Portugal is like America. Think about it simple. How can I prove that this money that I have is mine? Or somebody gave me this money and they genuinely are close to me. Or I made this money myself, even if it's cash, even if it's a gift, even if it's check. Did you make it yourself? So that's it. So I won't use more than one sponsor. Maybe. I'm not very sure. But hopefully, maybe because Mr. Ajanovo is a consultant, so he has probably seen some of your cases before. So maybe he has seen your example before. But I don't think anything is wrong. For example, your father is giving you account, your mother is giving you account. That's more than one now. So far, you can prove that they're your parents. But now using different friends is getting too tacky. But I think it's doable, but it's beginning to be very, very crooked. Friend one, friend two, friend three, friend four. So it can be a bit tricky, but it's doable. I'm not canceling it. Just because I don't have the experience does not mean that I'm canceling it. No. Your case might be the case that explains it all. So Hi, Miss Jimmy. I see that you're on the chat. Do you have any question for us? If you have savings, your savings has been accumulating. They just need a 3-month pay slip to your visa application. So it's your savings. You've been saving your money. If they now call you back again and say, this your money is too much, you go and prove it, then you can now go and print your statement. But it's better for you to have that statement with you. Print it. If you don't ask for it, they will separate it. I don't know how VFS Nigeria does their thing. Anytime I go to VFS, I carry my file, everything made in copies. They will ask me, where is this? I'll give them. Where is this? I should give them the whole envelope. They will choose the one they want. So don't be scared. This is not a US embassy interview. This is not a Canadian embassy interview. Just go as your true self. So don't be scared about anything that you've heard. In fact, A might have this, and the next person will go, and they will have a different experience. For me, people that apply in the same country that I applied with, me, I sat with Consular in his office on a very nice chair. And he was calling my school to confirm if my school, they actually speak English there or not. And nobody else that I know had that same experience. So experience differs. And don't listen to too much hearsay. Follow the list. Prove your income and go with God. If they need something, don't shake. If they need something, they will ask you. They're not gods. They will ask you. So don't worry, right? Somebody's saying, Miss Jimmy, I think you're on the chat. Do you know you're on the chat? You're live. Oh gosh, she didn't know. Okay, so let's see. Can one use what I want to know? If you have saved it, I've seen that one. TMJ Diary, ma'am, in our letter of intent, are we supposed to explain also the source of our POF? This letter of intent now is very new to me. I can't remember writing it during my time. I don't think I wrote it because I think for PhD we're not supposed to have a lot of money. I don't think so because our school is not as expensive as masters. I can't remember. I don't think I wrote anything like that. I can't remember. But there is somebody that wrote it. So if you're on the group, please tag me. I will tag that person for you. The person is ready to help us because he just got his own admission, his own visa. He just got his visa like 2 weeks ago. So he's ready to help. So just tag me now. I don't see any tags. I'm looking at the group. Nobody's tagging me. So tag me if you're on the group and ask me this question again about letter of intent. Yeah, POF is 3 months. So some people say 4 months, some people say 3 months. So 3 months. So count backwards. If you're applying in September, August, July, maybe June. So that's what you submit. Because POS are a lot. People submitting statement. Oman Toby is always very big. Like some statement, the card that you use every day, everything recorded on it. Plan, 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 plan. So imagine how big if they tell you to bring 1 year. It's always big. I remember printing my own. I can even still check my own now. I think I have like 23 pages. Because it's a card that I was using for supermarket, used for buy water, used for. It's always very big sometimes. So 3 months, that's what they want. All right. Do we have any more questions? Okay. How to prove personal income that enters through someone else's bank account? Tandy, how did this happen? We need more background story on this. Okay. So how to prove personal income that enters through someone else's bank account, like a family member or colleague? Why? What happened? How did we get here? You can ask the company to send a payslip in your name. You can ask the personal income to send a receipt in your name. So if you do like all this virtual assistant, all this remote work, there's always a way to generate receipt. There are so many apps to generate receipts and payslip. Let them generate it in your name and the date. Do you understand? I think that's the best way that comes to my head. Ed, because you could have used somebody's account. For example, you don't have a dollar account and the person wants to pay you in dollar and they pay in your family member's account. They're still paying to you. So tell them to issue a receipt or a pay slip in your name that they paid it to this so and so account. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Jackie, I understand their company family members are to apply for tourist visa. Eh? Jackie, which agent gave you this memo now? Because I've never heard it in the group before. I'm not very sure that somebody said this. Is this in our group? Where do you hear this one? The only thing we've said is that everybody gets 120 days. And the 120 days is like nobody ever said it's tourist visa. Tourist visa is Schengen. And people get 9 days, people get 2 weeks. I've gotten 17 days before. So it's different from 120 days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who said this thing. Let's talk about it in the DM at the back doors. Don't let us wash this thing outside in the washing machine outside. Please, let's take it in. Jackie, please, this one, let's take it back in. I don't think this is what we should discuss on this channel. So let's take it back in, okay? Okay. Long story. Okay, thanks. I think that you got it. I think you got my drift. So that could work. So that's a good one. Anybody else with questions? My gimbal battery is running low. Anybody else with questions? Degree transcript for my school is 5 copies. Does it mean authentication charges will be on individual pay? I think so. Authentication charges should be on the individual pay. I think so. Is legalization that they just do the first page? Because my own transcript is like 6 pages, my dear. So, and I think they put the stamp on it. I'm not very sure. I don't have my file right now. I would have loved to check it for you, but I don't have it anywhere close. Oh, I do. Lucky you. Hold on. Something just broke. Okay, guys. So this is where I keep my files. So let me see. I can actually show you guys what it looks like. Some people have not seen what it actually looks like when I did mine. So let's see. So this is my OAU transcript. And this is how many pages. This is 4 pages. My undergraduate transcript was 4 pages. My master's transcript was 1 page, so I had 5. 1, 2, 3. So they only put, this is the one you get for legalization. You can see that it's not at the back of this one, right? And it's the same. But the federal government thing is on everything. I'm trying to look at the embossment, but I don't know. But you see, like there are plenty signature on my own because I had to do it like 2 times or 3 times. So 2023, the stamp is 2022, 2024. 3 agents did my legalization before it was possible. God have mercy upon them. And you see, it's on the certificate, and this is what the legalization looks like. And there is an embossment. There's an embossment. You know what an embossment is? I can't see it through the camera. So this is another one. So I think they'll put it on all of the pages. And this is my transcript for masters. And you see, it's very, very well decorated. Something that I suffered for. See the way they designed it with signature. Very ugly things. Ugly signatures, but it's fine. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. I'm funny. I don't even know what this is, but look how much I paid. 80 euros. So I did it for 4 documents, 103,000 naira. 80 euros as at 2024. 80 euros. So it's still the same 20 euros. It's just the exchange rate will mess you up. All right. Somebody said, let's see. How long after one gets admission before one applies for visa? Can one take time or as soon as possible? Better start as soon as possible. Don't let anybody delay your destiny. Collect your visa in your hands and go and put your passport in your family house. Don't let anybody steal it too. Collect your visa. They will have entry dates there when you can enter Portugal. Don't miss the first week of class. So may I tell you people, you will not understand until you miss it. But it's okay. All right. So if you got your admission letter, please go and apply for your visa. This proof, this POF, waiting person wey no earn money more than 100k won't write for 10, 15 million. Me, I don't know. I don't know what I mean. It's hard, right? It's really hard. But you can say that your family sponsored you, right? Like they can gather community money and use it to sponsor you now. Your parent can go and collect loan and use it to sponsor you. Lack of money. It's not limited. Do you understand? They just want to see that money that you have it and you plan on bringing it to Portugal. So you get my drift. Don't let's finish everything on social media. We're not like UK people that they will put all their knickerbocker on social media. We're not like them. Okay. So come to the group and argue this. Let's reason together. Then Simon said, if you had sold a personal property to raise your POF, how do you explain it in your letter of intent? You have survey records, right? Like survey development plan and all that. Then when you sold it to somebody, you gave them receipts, right? Or you did transfer of property to them. Bring that with you. You get my drifts. You get it in my drifts there. Okay, cool. And Kemi Babala is asking, please, can I apply with authenticated document while waiting for legalization date? Like my legalization date is 2 months time. Apply where? Is it school or visa? Tell me. Apply where? We are not clear. We have different application in this world. They have showed us paper in Nigeria, so we have different application. I have suffered in this world. See my West Kiniko applying everywhere in the whole world before I landed in Portugal. Okay. School. Yes, of course. Some schools, you don't even need authentication, my dear. Some schools allow you to apply with your scanned original transcript and your scanned certificate. Have you been on the WhatsApp group, Kemi? Are you sure? I don't think you're part of us. Tell me, if you're not on the WhatsApp group, tell me. And if you're on the WhatsApp group, I will fight for you. I'll fight for you. The admin that did not let you apply to your school of choice that can still collect application without legalization. I want to know them. But most schools in June needs legalization. So most schools are closing, especially Nova IMS. They are saying bye-bye to you people in May. So it's not that it's not possible, it is possible. Any more questions? And I'm too funny, right? This sister Eunice is making jest of me. God is watching you. Anyway, please, what are diploma courses in Portugal? Are they like our OND? Like, where did you see? Can you give me an example of the diploma course? Please, I need to know. Hope it's not vocational school. Torí yẹn la lè- mo lè fa wig mi yọ nsìn before we start fighting. I'm sorry, before they will carry me now, they say I don't like people to go to vocational school. Oh, PGD. Postgraduate is a postgraduate masters. It's not like your OND. It's senior your OND. But the thing is that the thing about it is that there is a difference. I will explain the difference. Give me a moment. Oh, give me a moment, guys. There is a difference between, I think I saw it somewhere and I wrote it down. There's a big difference between postgraduate in Portugal and masters. I think one is for some professionals or something. It's not like the way we do it in Nigeria when we don't have one degree. I will now go and jump beside PhD. I'm looking for where I wrote it. Oh yeah, the credits are very different. Oh yeah, this is very important. The credits are very different. PGD is 1 year. It has 60 ECTS, so it's a bit lower. And the problem with 60 ECTS is very hard because I remember that my master's program was like a long essay, your MA is like that. And the ECTS were not that much. It was almost giving me issues. So, and I think they don't write a thesis, but maybe you can write a final project in your postgraduate. And it's often more flexible, especially, and it's for like people from different academic backgrounds. So they might take more HND guys into it, but it's not the same as OND. It's higher than OND. It's a stepping stone into a new field to later qualify you for masters. So, for example, if you go to Nova MS and you do postgraduate something, and you want to apply into masters, because you are from them, you are a family member, they will take you into their village meeting. Maybe. I'm just saying maybe. So but for masters, you are writing a dissertation or a thesis, you are doing 90 to 120 ECTS, and it's 2 years. So you are being trained to be a researcher, not to get upgraded. So it would be good maybe if a third class person or a lower credit person applies for PGD, it might be good. Might be a good thing on another note when I think about it right now. So, but the thing is that it's only 1 year. So you need to quickly have a plan. That's what I mean. You need to have a plan, maybe to enter a master's, maybe you're already going to this thing and you're already telling them that you want to apply for a master's to get into the master's program. You understand? Is it postgraduate? Yes, it's postgraduate. I mean, what certificate do their polytechnics offer? They offer master's program. It's not like Nigerian polytechnic that they are always discriminating. They offer master's program and they offer licensura. Licensura is BSc. So they don't offer diploma there. They offer master's program. They might offer PGD, or the difference between polytechnic and university here is that polytechnics are focused on training, like practical training, hands-on training, but university is focused on theory and research. You understand? It's not like Nigeria own that they are discriminating. Oh, polytechnic people. No, it's hard work. That's why you might see that your colleague that finished with HND chemical engineering entered the University of Porto. Zoom. But you that you did management in polytechnic cannot enter Porto. Zoom. Because they believe that engineering is hands-on program. And polytechnic people, they've gone to do hands-on things. They've gone to do practicals. So they know the work. They can be sent into the world and they win souls. So it's not about it's Nigeria that use less polytechnic. Because I hear that in the UK too, they have polytechnic, and you just need to do one more year course and you get a B. Mary told me, I forgot. So UK also has polytechnic courses. So it's just Nigeria that use less polytechnic. So it's not a useless place at all. It's as difficult as being in a university. So that's it. What certificate do they offer? I think I've answered it. They offer master's degree and they offer licensura, which is BSc equivalent. That's what they call it here, licensura. And some polytechnics might even have PhD, you know. How long is the poly? I think you have not done your research, sir. And I don't want to answer that question for you because that would be unfair to you. You need to do your research. A master's degree is 2 years in every school. A postgraduate is 1 year, 3 semesters. It's 3 semesters and it's done in 1 year. So if you're asking me how long is the poly, looks like you have not done your research, and we don't like that on this channel, because you're coming in as a postgraduate student and you're coming into work. Like I was saying on the group yesterday, if you think that maybe you want to write something, somebody wants to write it for you, you think over again, because your lecturer already knows how you answer questions in class. So when you write that statement and it's not merging, they will ask you, ma, excuse me, ma, you're not the one that wrote this paper. They can already smell it, all the low psychology for it. Because the way you speak is not the way you're writing. They'll be looking at you like, I don't think you wrote this paper. So if you cannot do a simple research already to come into the school, how are you going to do research to survive the school? And we are not coming here to waste 6,000 euros. Honestly, don't come. If you think that you want to come and you just want to room, there's nobody that will even be thinking that way. I don't want to believe anybody wants to pay 4,500 euros and not finish or not pass. I don't believe anybody wants to do that. Even I, that I pay 2,750 every year, I'm always thinking, I cannot fail, because it's a lot of money. And Nigerians are known for finishing school here. So please, our reputation is still very nice. So please, when you are coming in, plan to finish, no matter how difficult. Please finish. For the sake of your kids or for the people coming at the back, try to finish. So research is very important. So if you cannot write your motivation letter, that's why I said, talk to somebody, tell them to be typing it for you. Just write something. If you've already gotten admission, look at the curriculum and start learning on YouTube. Do you know what is more painful than living in Nigeria right now? It's coming here, paying 7,000 euros, and you don't understand what they are teaching in class. Well, you want to cry blood, but the blood will not come out. That's what I'm saying. There is nothing as difficult as staying in class, listening to them, knowing that your 7,000 euros is flying out of the window because you don't understand. So if you apply for a Portuguese course, start learning Portuguese. Don't think that, okay, I don't want to pay for it, I want to learn on Duolingo. Duolingo will not help you. It's too simple for what you want to come and read. If you're coming for engineering, start learning what engineering classes look like in Portugal. Learn on YouTube. Start your code, introduction to Python. Start learning it. Look at statistics, introduction to statistics. Start learning it. It's not that one that Mr. Adekogbe was writing on the school board in our uni. It's not. Because as a master's student, they are teaching you because they feel like you already know. So now imagine PhD. PhD was perfect. So if you don't know, if you're like me, that you don't know or you forgot or you finished school in 2010, your brain will take 1 year to wake up. Mine took almost 2 years to wake up. So please, this is for real. This is just final advice now. There's no point. The thing is, we paying you a lot. You'll be working on the road inside the code, you'll be crying because you know how much you had to raise to come here, and you didn't understand anything they just said in class right now. So if once you get your admission, that space between your admission and getting your visa or getting your visa and coming to Portugal, please be on YouTube. Be learning things from small. If you don't know maths, start from BBC Maths. There is a website called BBC Maths. Very simple. Start from there. If you don't know accounting, review your accounting. Review economics again. Because many people apply to business schools. You think business school is like BAM. I'm in business admin. I know that our business admin colleagues, they can do shakara. It's not the same. They're coming to business school. Some days you will go to school, your hair will be like this. If you have not chosen a course right now, look at the course. Don't be smart. There is still sociology, there is psychology, there is translation. There are so many other courses. But everybody went and focused on business school. I'm not saying business school is not good. But while you are applying, have you been on LinkedIn? Have you checked how many employments are in that field in Portugal? So people studied plant science. There's one person that studied plant science. I wanted to abandon plant science. How? STEM is where the money is at. Because STEM people, science, tech, engineering, maths, it's easy for them to get scholarship, my dear. It's people like us that are historians like us that we are stressing to get scholarship. Because if you follow your plant science or your aquaculture, it's possible that the next aquaculture department here in Portugal has the same syllabus. So when they want to evaluate you for scholarship, it's easy to do course by course evaluation. It's me that studied history of Africa and they study history of Portugal that I'm fighting board of board of scholarship right now. Somebody has a question. How can we resolve Portuguese language course? Because most related courses are in Portuguese. I've already told you, I told you to go and learn in Portuguese, Anita. On pay money and learn. Hard work learning. Learn like pay, you want to write exam. It's not all those kuje Duolingo thing that we are doing, no. Because you will need to read and comprehend. This is my textbook right here, my Portuguese language textbook. This is for small kids. I don't even know the quanto that is there. Now imagine your your master's project when your supervisor will give you one 50 pages paper to go and read and review. Yours is in Portuguese and English. It's a good thing halfway. You know why I said it's a good thing halfway? Because when you enter class and there are more English speakers, they might teach you in English. But if there are more Portuguese people, or to lose me, or the baba or the offside. Because they told you it's Portuguese and English, and you are in a Portuguese country, so you can't force your professor to speak what he does not want to speak in his own country. But they can give you, they like you calm down, you don't do gra luta things. You calm down. Once you see that that's what is going on, you calm down, you talk to academic affairs to see what they can do. If they can't do anything, you still calm down. You go and meet your lecturer, you greet them, you ask for materials in English. They will give you. Then you can even go further and ask if you can write your exam in English. They will give you in some schools. Then be ready. Google Translate. Some of you don't even know how to press, how to like on YouTube. Please, the app that you will learn how to use. Because if you go and meet one Gen Z person, tap them like this, that they should help you. They just look at you like this. Please, I'm Russian. They're gone. Pew. Or they are looking at you like, why don't you know it? Like, why don't you know it? Why are you bothering us? Or they are forming groups. They're not going to put you alone inside one Yibo group. And you don't now know things. Don't say I didn't tell you, Sha. You will remember that I told you. So up your game. You are a smart person. Every Nigerian is smart. We are still having good rep. Our rep is still very good. So let's continue that way, Let's continue. You can do it. If you have a remote job, don't quit your job, please. I don't want to hear that you quit that job. Don't even tell anyone that you've gone. Until they figure out your time is different from their own time. Does Google Translator help in language learning? I used Google Translator, and for now, there is Portuguese Brazil and English on Google Translator. There is also Portuguese Portugal. They just introduced that one last year. When I started, there was no Portuguese Portugal. So you need to put it in Portuguese Portugal, maybe, but you have to sit in front. So it'd be a good thing if you have a tablet, right? So that you can use transcribe. Then there is there's a Google Ear plug that they said can listen to languages. Earbud. Yeah. There's a Google one, but they said it's not perfect. But as we continue, things will get better. There is a pen. I know of that pen. My student used to use it. There's a pen like this that you can use it to read different languages, to be translating on the body like this. There is a pen like that. So Google Translator will just explain things, but you know those things are AI. So you just say rubbish sometimes. You just be wondering, what's this? Because like that one I use very well because I thought it was going to work for me, but still, it's not like the same thing. In presentation also, Zoom and the other guys, they also have translator these days. So if you are learning class online or something, you can ask for them to transcribe. So, any other question? Because I don't know when next I will make a live, maybe next month. Any other question? Ask anything, no, even if it's just because I don't want you to be scared. I want you to come prepared. Start by learning on YouTube. There is a channel called Portuguese with Anita. He also does lesson that needs to be paid for. So if you have the money, pay for it and learn. There are other apps, Duolingo, Busu, Memrise. There is also Portuguese language something. There's an app called Portuguese language something. So you need to start quickly. So I don't know if somebody can recommend me. There's a Portuguese bookshop somewhere hiding in Lagos that we don't know about, that you can buy books from and start learning. But Portuguese with Anita, people have recommended her. It's on YouTube. She has free things on YouTube. But if you want to be serious, ask for her payment and see if she can teach you quickly. At least by the time you get there, where maybe you have B1, so at least you can pick some things, you know. But sometimes they just pick like, just be like, that's not what I learned in the book. What did you just say? Because different accent, different fluency, different smoothness, but it's doable. But I don't want you to be shocked, because shock is the whole body. So don't be shocked. So when you see something that happens, just be like, something that Japanese has told me, you already have the power with you. So you already have information. It is key. It might just take you more time learning. You might have to sit with all the documents and translate it. When other people are going out to eat pasteleria or to drink beer, you are sitting down and relearning everything. You can ask for permission. Is it okay if I record you? If you have a recording device, ask permission. No. You ask your lecturer, is it okay if I record you? If they say yes, then you can record, take it home, and find an AI that you can upload the audio and you translate it in English. That is another way. So if you don't know how to use ChatGPT by now, I'm laughing, because everything, even at work now, we're expected to use the AI. If you don't use the AI, they will know. It's not like AI will take all your jobs. If you don't know how to use AI to your advantage, you are going to be the one left behind. It's not like AI will take all the jobs, because people still need human touch, right? So everybody still needs human touch. Even when you are chatting with customer care, you say, I need agent. I don't want to talk with bots. So that's it. So guys, let's please end. Can you please give the thumb up? Please, it would be nice if you help us with thumbs up, okay? Please help us with thumbs up and help us to like it. And please share my channel to people so we can have more people learning the truth. You've already known now that you cannot come to Portugal with 1,000 euros. Everybody already knows that one is fabu, that one is fable. So we already know that one, thank God. And you already know some of the cities. Some of you can mention some of the school names now. Some of you know where there is snow and where there is no snow. So you understand. So you are getting there. You are not where you are. Any age limit in Portugal, upper or lower, there's no age limit. There's no age limit. The only place that might have some age limit is Nova SBE. There's a school called Nova SBE. They have age limits. It's Nova Business School. They have age limit. 23, I think, 24. 23, 24, 25. I'm not very sure. That's the only school that I know has age limit for masters. Any more questions? Guys, you need to click on the thumbs up. The love button is there too, but the thumbs up would be nice because it counts more on YouTube. Any other question? Any other questions? It's already 10 p.m. and you guys are using data. So please. So if you don't have any more questions, let me know. All right, so let's just say it's okay to close the channel. Please watch my videos on living expenses. I don't have a video on what jobs you can get because other channels have made those videos and I find it redundant if I keep repeating what other channels have said. So I don't think it's necessary for me to make those kind of videos just for views. So, but if I see that there is something important that you need, especially this motivation letter, I have a sample on the blog of how to write it. And I have a sample CV. I cannot be looking at your CV and be seeing date of birth now. That's private information now. I cannot be seeing your full address. Abosede Street, the Tiamiyu Lane. No, don't do that. I cannot be seeing primary school on your CV. No. Nigeria is a good country. Can I use only my HND result to seek admission into school in Portugal? Yes, ma. But most of the schools that are available now, some of them are saying no to HND. But yes, you understand? Jealous bees, yes. People have entered master's program this year with HND. There's nothing wrong with your HND. But some schools will say no. Some schools will say yes. So I've seen HND enter University of Porto. I've seen HND enter Nova. It's only Coimbra. Even I think I've seen Coimbra. But I know that business school, University of Lisbon, I don't think they see HND as equivalent to a BSc. That's the only thing we've seen for now. And it might change next year. So that's correct. Any other question? Thank you for staying, guys. This is the first time we have like 21 people staying to the end. That's really nice. Thank you if you have not followed my channel, please follow my channel, please. I beg you, please. It was so hard for us to get to 1,000, but now we need a lot of watch hours. So please, for this channel to stay, because if you pass 1 year and I don't reach 4,000 watch hour, I will quit. I will not do YouTube again because I'm tired. It's a lot of time. So please share the videos to other people. Don't just invite people to the WhatsApp group. Share the videos. Let them watch too. Because it's unfair for them to go and be saying you can use 150 to survive Portugal and you get here and 10,000 will finish in 8 months. So that's it. So come with a lot of money, come with money. If you want to borrow that LAPO money, borrow some more so that you can use it to survive before you get a job. Okay? So everybody, thank you for staying. I don't see any more questions, so I'm going to close the channel now. Have a wonderful evening. So maybe by tomorrow, the video we upload because it takes a while and we spend a lot of hours, okay? And you can watch it again. Thank you. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.